Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule well and teach this truth in all honesty and sincerity. Salutation to the brothers around the four corners of the earth, and peace to you, Aqua, that listen and learning in silence and playing your creation role. This lesson was inspired by a few chapters, well, a specific chapter in Proverbs, the third chapter. I'm gonna title this lesson "He chasteneth who he loves." The Lord chasteneth the men that he loves. Another word for that is discipline or correction. Chastisement. If the Lord not chastising you or correcting you, then He not dealing with you. Everybody think that the Lord dealing with you because you prosperous. And yes, the Lord, can allow you to prosper, but just living a lavish life and no cares in the world. You're not going through nothing at all. Your life just peaches and cream. The Lord He not rocking with you, man. You're an outcast. The men that the Lord dealing with, they have trials, tribulations. They, go through things. They suffering. Not to the extent where they just on Lazarus level or just so broke down and pitiful. The Lord gonna make a way for you to be taken care of. But to you people that it's like a balance. You're not gonna be way on high and not having nothing to deal with, no type of occurrences in your life that cause you to be grievous, man, or anything that may vex your soul, or whatever. Just being here in Babylon, man, it's a punishment, man. Because this is not what we are, man. It's not who we are. We are because of going off in the past. So this is a punishment. These other nations, they can do all this type of stuff, and the Lord will send judgments on them, but they haven't really been dealt with as a whole nation, here and there a little. But enough chatting. I'm gonna go to Proverbs 3 and verse 12. And it reads, I'm gonna start at 11, Salakia. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. So look at how a father and son relationship is supposed to be. You correct your children because or your son, because you love them. You want them to do right. You want what's best for them. You have to instill certain discipline, integrity, self-respect, respect for other people. You have to instill that in. You know, and the man and you know the relationship with Yahweh to Israel is you know his men is kind of like, well, it's like a father to his son. You know, your child get put out of school, then what? What do you do? Do this and tell him to go to his room? No. You know what I'm saying? You have to put that work in and make him understand. Like something that I say, you know, it's not off topic, but just something I've always said since I was old enough to comprehend. Pain is a universal language. Everything that's living and alive understands pain. You kick a dog, he gonna get on up out the way. You know, everything understands pain. A tree, or everything. And yes, you can hurt everything living. You know, you put fire to a plant or something, it's gonna wither up and you know it's gonna die. So sometimes you have to be afflicted through pain, painful situations, or like literal pain to your body before you get it. You know, that's the point of a whooping or a chastisement. You know, all that time out shit, you know, that Edomites and these other nations be on that. Well, really, yeah, it's Edomites. Cause they hate reproof. They hate reproof. I'm gonna grab Psalms 50 real quick. This is Psalms 50 and 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consented with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. But 17 was the point. These Edomites, they hated the instruction of the Most High. That's why if you look at their societies throughout history, they do exactly the opposite of what the scriptures say. They hated instruction. You know, the Most High does not love them, man. Because, you know, he let their iniquity build up and build up for the end game judgment. And, you know, but look at Israel. Every time we go off and you know, a good number of Israel going off, oh, they going into captivity. They repent, call on the Lord, and he come and rescue them out of that captivity. They do the same thing. But this is the last captivity that we gonna experience. And the Lord gonna put the law, statutes, and commandments on our inward parts. He gonna write it on our minds. When they say your heart in the scriptures, it's talking about your mind. La'ab in Hebrew. Grab Proverbs. Proverbs, man, it's a man. It's a really great book, man. Really great, man. This is Proverbs 22 and 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. So all these scriptures on correction and the rod and chastisement. That's what you do when you want to remove evil from a child, and that's what happens when you when you pick up your cross and bear it daily, man. You're gonna be met with afflictions. You're gonna be tried in the fire because the Most High has to remove all those impurities out of you. That old man has to go away, man. That old man has to go away, and you have to basically burn off all those impurities before you can be turned into fine gold. And I'm gonna grab 23. That's not what I want. Yeah, 23 and 13. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. And it say beateth him. So it ain't no little love taps, man. You gotta make sure they feel it. And that's exactly what the Lord does when He's dealing with you. Because you can't keep those old ways, man. It just don't work. You gotta serve the Lord wholeheartedly and put evil far from you. I'm gonna get Proverbs 29. It's the last one in Proverbs, but Proverbs just, man. It's a book on like the blueprint for a lot of things, or how to deal with a lot of situations that may come in life. This is the blueprint on how you're supposed to live as an Israelite, man. Bottom line. This is Proverbs 29 and 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest, and yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul. I'm going to go back to 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom. When you whoop your child, or because we're considered the Most High's children, when He put that affliction on us, you think about what you done did. When your parents used to give you a whooping or whatever, you be like, man, I ain't gonna do that shit no more. And some children think like, hey, I ain't gonna get caught no more. That used to be my thing. I'm gonna be more slicker. But you know what? It ain't worth it, man. Taking shortcuts and doing all that, it's not worth it, man. You're gonna head yourself with greater danger and just more affliction gonna come, man. More affliction gonna come, man. And it's the same thing in this truth, man. It ain't no taking no shortcuts. It ain't none of that, man. Because you not pleasing men. Yes, we have the elders there to as our spiritual advisors, fathers. As the scriptures say, they are training us up and teaching us as fathers would their sons. And a lot of times they have to get on you, man. They have to get on you. Man, just take the rebuke, man. Just take the rebuke and you know, take that shit on the chin and do better, man. That's what they're there for. That's what it's about, man. It ain't about catering to people's emotions and you know what? Because you don't want the Most High to come down and get on your ass. That's what you don't want. So why not men that's the Lord's mouthpiece to get on your ass, man, when you fuck up, and you know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. You know, some brothers wish that they had actual parents that taught them things like this, man. So it's actually a good thing when somebody take the time out to, you know, let you know you fucking up. Just like how the men come out on the highways and byways and tell Israel, man. That's love, man. That's love. You know, people could be doing other things, enjoying what little liberties you have here in Babylon, but we rather go out to the highways and byways, man, and wake our people up, man, because we see the big picture. And you have to you know, respect these elders, man, that's set up before you. That, you know, that the scriptures where it's talking about obey your parents, man, they are considered your parents in this truth, man. But back at I'm gonna skip down to 17. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yeah, man, cause if you training your child up and you correcting him when he fucking up, and you know, when he get older, man, you ain't gonna have to be running up to no jail cell. You ain't gonna have to be running up to, you know, the, you know, wherever he may get in trouble. You ain't gonna have to be running to his aid, and you can relax and chill back, knowing that you raised your son up properly, man. And he gonna be there to make sure you good. Hey, Pop, you need something? You got this? You know, nah, I got it. Let me take care of this for you. You know, that's the beauty of having a son, man, that listen to you and value what you say, man, because you correct him. Children envy their parents more when they don't get those whoopings. You know. They envy you more because they can see, man, you don't care about me. You know, I did what I wanted to do, man. Left to my, what that scripture say, 15. A child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Because he gonna be wilding out in these streets, man. He gonna be doing shit. You gonna have a bad name on your family, man. Mama gonna be crying all the damn time, man. That and you know, that's if she a righteous woman. You know, because a lot of these parents out here, man, they aid their children in wickedness and folly, man. I'm gonna skip down to verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Yeah. Because, you know, Take for instance a righteous man. Niggas hate to see somebody doing right, man. They're gonna try to take you off that path and get you to be miserable and fucked up with them, man. And likewise, you know, these wicked ass niggas and shit, man. That shit it's vexing to see niggas, man. Cause you know it's gonna be some bullshit. They don't know how to carry themselves. They you know they make all Israel look bad as a whole. Cause that's how they gonna look at you. I look at these motherfuckers, man. Yeah, same stereotype, all that. You know, so a just man is an abomination to a wicked man. He gonna despise him. He gonna hate him because they are not alike. And the same vice versa. Unjust man, you know, is hated by the just. You go to Hebrews chapter 12. This is Hebrews 12, chapter 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as to children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So, what father don't chasten their son when they fucking up? That's what it's asking. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So if your daddy not chastising you, man, you a bastard, man. Your father, you know, if the Lord not dealing with you, man, you considered a bastard, man. Just like Esau, just like the Amalekites. You know, the scriptures say a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. And ain't they over there right now? Calling themselves Jews, and they are not, but the synagogue of Satan. Verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of the spirits and live? I'm going to skip down to 11. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So, like I've said before, children, when they regret their parents when they just let them do what they want to do, man. Because they see their friends, mother and father, talking to them, getting on them, you know, making them, you know, go through punishments. And like some children envy that because they really care about them till they showing them the right way how to be, man. You know, I didn't grow up with my father around per se, but I had men there, like my grandfather, uncles, you know, that were there to instill certain things in me. And I had a chance to talk to my father before, and he actually told me that, man. He regretted having all that freedom, man. High school, star quarterback, no father around, you know. His father let him do whatever he wanted. You know, he was there, but he let him do what he wanted, man. My grandma on the other end, not so much. But, anyway, just a little example, you know. So if you're not being chastised, man, the Lord not dealing with you, man. Same for parents, man, in the flesh, man. If you're not chastising your children, man, you don't love them, man. Simple. Scriptures say, "He who spoil the rod, you spare the rod, you spoil the child." And who the fuck wants to deal with something spoiled? You wouldn't drink no spoiled milk, would you? Why are you gonna toss it out? And that's just what's gonna happen to that child that grows into a spoiled adult. It may be cute to some people in the beginning. You're spoiled, but they're gonna toss you out, man, because it's not pleasing to deal with. But I'm gonna end it off with John 3:16. Because look at what the Lord done to His only begotten Son. How much? What more should we expect, man? Scriptures say the servant is not the greater than the master. So if the Most High went through, if Yahweh Shah went through this, who are we? We gotta expect the same thing. The chastisement of the Lord, man. This is St. John 3, and I'm going to start at 15. That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For Yahweh sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not in him condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh. And that word "world" in the Greek it's a cosmos, talking about a specific group of people, which are the Israelites. The Yahweh so loved the world of the Israelites, just like you have the sports world or the science world. It's different types of worlds or cosmos, different groups, So, like someone would say, the world of the nerds and all the nerdy stuff that they do, or the world of the jocks and what all it come with being a jock. Well, this is talking about the world of the Israelites, the cosmos. And that's who the Lord died for, Israel. And if the Lord can give his only begotten Son to be go through this, what should other sons that the Most High take in, what should we expect? I hope this lesson has been edified, and I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakradash, and Abba Ball.